So students, ready for the most important question. It's the most important question of GST topic. The question is, manufacturer Ansul sells a LG fridge to a dealer Lalit for rupees 12,500. Manufacturer Ansul sells this fridge to the Lalit. Lalit is your dealer, and what is the cost price for this fridge? For Lalit, it's a 12,500. And after that, Lalit, your dealer, sells this fridge to the consumer with the benefit of rupees 1500. Okay, so the cost price of this fridge for the consumer is 14,000 rupees, and the GST. And if the sales are intra-state, intra-state means within the state. Okay, and the rate of GST, and the rate of GST is 12%. So that means the rate of CGST is 6% and SGST is also 6%. So at first we will find out amount of, first we have to find out what? The amount of tax under GST paid by the dealer. And who is dealer? Lalit. Okay. So at first we will find here amount of GST, amount of GST, or you can write here amount of CGST paid by dealer to manufacturer. At first we will find out here amount of GST paid by the dealer to manufacturer. Okay, but here we are finding GST, but after that you can write here CGST. Okay, so the amount of CGST paid by dealer to manufacturer. Okay, this is what the amount, the cost price of this fridge is for the dealer is 12,500. So amount of CGST is 12,500 into what is CGST? It's a 6% because the GST is 12%. So CGST is 6% upon 100. So this will give you what? 750 rupees. Similarly, it's amount of CGST of CGST. So will you tell me what is the amount of SGST? It is also 750. Okay, so listen here. So amount of GST collected by manufacturer, I am again speaking this sentence, listen very carefully. Amount of GST collected by manufacturer from the dealer is known as input amount of GST or CGST or SGST. Okay, clear? So now see here, I am writing here. So amount of GST, and what is amount of GST paid by dealer to manufacturer. Now I am talking about GST, and the amount of GST paid by dealer to manufacturer. That means this GST collected by manufacturer, and who will pay? Dealer. On which amount? 12,500. So it is 750 plus 750. So this is what? 055,077 14 plus 1 1500 rupees. Okay, this is amount of GST paid by the dealer to the manufacturer, and this amount collected by the manufacturer. So this is called here amount of GST collected by manufacturer is equal amount of input GST. This is called amount of input GST for dealer Lalit. Okay, so this is what 1500. Okay, I am checking it is covering by the camera or not. Yes, my camera has been covered it. So we have amount of input GST for dealer Lalit. So can you tell me what is amount of output GST for dealer Lalit? Okay, and now it's a time for the manufacturer, for the consumer. Okay, this GST is between dealer and manufacturer. This will give you input, but output who will give? Lalit and consumer. Both of them will give the output GST. Okay, so will you tell me what is the cost price of this press for the consumer? And we will find out the GST on which amount? 14,000. Okay, so amount of at first who collected GST? Manufacturer. And then who will, from the consumer, who will collect? Lalit. So amount of GST I am writing as CGST. Amount of CGST paid by So where I was, amount of CGST paid by manufacturer amount of CGST paid by manufacturer to the dealer is what? What is right now? What is the cost of this fridge? 14,000. So CGST and GST and SGST will be applicable on 14,000. So 14,000 into, and here we are finding CGST. So it's a 6 on 100. So this will give you 840 rupees. Okay. So CGST is 800. That means SGST is also 840 rupees. Clear? So tell me, what is the amount of output GST for dealer Lalit? What is the amount of output GST for dealer Lalit? This will 840 and plus 840. So it is what? 0, 4, 4, 8 and 8, 8, 16. 1680. So first part, see here. So the amount of tax under GST. I am writing both these lines. Paid by the dealer Lalit to the central government. So listen, it's we have to find out the amount of tax, means amount of tax, that means CGST. They are asking about the CGST. Okay, so what is the CGST? There are two types of CGST: output CGST and input CGST. So we will find out the output CGST is 840. Okay, amount of output GST. So this is CGST and it is SGST. So output CGST minus input CGST. So what is amount of CGST? Amount of output CGST, it's 840, and minus input CGST is 750. Okay, so this is what? 90 rupees. Okay, why it is 90 rupees? Actually, the dealer at first giving GST to the manufacturer, and also dealer collected GST by the consumer. Okay, because of this is your amount of tax paid by the dealer Lalit to the central government. If they are asking about the how much for the state, that will be different. Okay, clear? So write down it. Clear? So students, one more thing I want to tell you. If someone is asking about here the question is the amount of tax. Here you can see the amount of tax under GST paid by the dealer Lalit to the central government. This is 90 rupees. So if someone is asking about the amount of tax under GST paid by the dealer Lalit to the state government, so it will be also for bill 90 rupees. And for the third part, the question is the amount that the consumer pays for the LG fridge. How much amount the consumer already paying 14,000 rupees, but GST is not involved. So GST will be what? 1680. It will be add with the 14,000 rupees. Thank you.